Hello everyone, welcome back to Omen Tarot. Today's reading is going to be about what the signs are trying to tell you. So, if you've been seeing, like angel numbers or animals repetitively or certain themes or patterns repetitively, we're just trying to see what that messaging is for you, right? Because from my perspective, the universe speaks in code and numbers and patterns. And sometimes we need a little bit of help figuring out what those things are because it's not an easy language to learn. And even people who are very fluent in the language have trouble deciphering it sometimes when it's their own life, right? So, as usual, 3 piles 1, 2, and 3. And, pick which cow you like or whichever deck of cards you like, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, hello, pile 1. If you chose this little purple cow, if I could grab her. So, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to put her right there, as usual. And I'm actually not going to start with the tarot. I want to start with your signs, right? I want to see what your signs are. And obviously, you also want to see what your signs are so that you know that you're in the right pile, right? So let me grab my stuff. We have our little guy. We have our Scrabble, our stickers. I also wanted to do, let me take my jacket off because it's getting in the way. I also wanted to do a card or two from this oracle deck that I made. It's based off the emotions wheel. So I just wanted to see how your situation is making you feel, or how the signs are making you feel, or I don't know, just like pick up on something emotionally, right? Just for extra confirmation. And depending on if I feel like I need it, I may or may actually no, not this oracle deck, not yet. We're gonna use that to probably clarify later, but these are going to be where we're getting your signs and your synchronicities, okay? So if my dog would sit down, we can get started. All right, so I think we're going to start with your Scrabble, right? Because these have numbers and they have letters, so we could get words, we could get, anything. All right, pile 1. People that chose the purple cow. Signs, synchronicities for you. I'm going to go okay. Piggy over there. I'm just going to arrange everything first, and then I'm going to talk about it because I need to look at them. So we'll do these, and then we'll get your, what am I saying? Your stickers, sorry. Trying to arrange these. Let, envy. Okay. Those are those. Kind of dig that. Don't hate it. This is new for me. Please don't yell at me. Thank you. Appreciate your patience. Okay. Okay. And now some stickers. Sick. Ooh. Okay. That was cool. I haven't tried that method yet, but I don't want to get like too many, but maybe shaking them is the way to go. Huh. I got this moth in a previous reading. Pancakes. Anything else? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to grab one with my hands. This one, you, whichever one you are. Huh, a house. Okay, I'm curious as to whether or not some of you are looking for a house or trying to buy a house or looking to move or something, because I'm getting a very like homey um, homesteady. That's the word I'm looking for, like a homestead vibe. I don't know if you guys are my homesteaders. Hello, I'm also one of you. Very exciting. I just got a bunch of fruit trees this year. I've been waiting like years to get my fruit trees, so I'm super excited for the season. But anyway, yeah. Let's see an emotions oracle. How is this? I guess maybe manifestation that you're asking about. Oh, wow. Anything else? I'm gonna really need some, just another feeling to play off of that. And look, we have let and let here. Let down, let down. Are you disappointed? Ooh, that's too many. Are you disappointed by one in life or something? Okay, alright, okay. I gotta figure out where to put these. I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna put this one here, and then we are gonna look at what we got going on here, dude, because I'm having a feeling. On the bottom of the oracle, the emotions oracle, we do have nauseated, with shocked and betrayed. I feel, personally, I'm feeling like this pile, um, even though we're not getting into your message yet, I have a feeling that this is going to be about um, the state of adulthood, I guess. I think maybe this pile is probably my under 40s. You guys are under 40. Under 40 or, yeah, I want to say under 40. Um, just specifically because I'm getting kind of like a trying to establish yourself, or maybe if even if you're older than that, you feel like you're further behind than you should be. It's Yeah, it's something like that. So if this is like a general, you've been feeling really disappointed with, the lie that you were sold about life, and feeling like a lot of disappointment and a lot of wanting to reconnect with nature and a lot of wanting to get away, like off the grid, off to a plot of land, off to this, off to that, kind of wanting to pull back from whatever it was that you are now doing right now. I feel like you're getting signs to maybe slow down, like life wise, right? Because for some reason, the message that I'm getting here for your pile in particular, and I promise I'm going to get into your signs, but I can't like not talk about the message. For some reason, for some of you, it feels like you're the group that went to school, went to school for maybe a long time, or did all the boring shit, or you're like, you have the 9 to 5, you have everything that you were supposed to do, right? Maybe you got married, maybe you had kids, maybe you did everything, you were told to do. You did everything right. You followed every rule, you followed the guidelines, and you are really disappointed and like grossed out by how not at all like how do I explain this? Like you feel like you were sold a lie, right? You feel like, you know, you did everything right and you get no reward from that. Like, of course, if we're talking about um, this being like about life and how the previous generations before us, they got so many more opportunities than currently ours do, especially in America right now. I'm obviously speaking from a very US centric point of view. I know not everywhere around the world is, betraying their young people, but the United States is. So I'm feeling like you guys are from a country or from a region, because this could very easily be the UK. This could very easily be anywhere else in the world where the rent is fucking high, the food prices are high, and you did everything right, to make money, to secure yourself, to put yourself in a place of security, and you're struggling. Like you were promised you wouldn't struggle if you did these things, and you are struggling. And so I'm feeling like you feel very let down, um, or yeah, something like that. Something about you being let down about real life and home and family and things of that nature. Like you wanna something. We'll see. We'll see what the signs are telling you, man. Well, I'm getting where you guys are though. Feeling a need to slow down and reconnect with nature, with the home, with slowness, even maybe, because I'm getting a lot of really big numbers. I also just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here, right? So 6, 4, 12, and 11. Okay. So we have 88 here. I feel you might be seeing repetitive 8s. We have 111. You might be seeing like sequence numbers, if that makes sense, like 2, 3, 4. And of course, this is like repetitively, right? You want to be seeing, if obviously if this is resonating, you would be seeing this like at a weird frequency, right? It's not just like, oh, every 3 months you see a repetitive number and you're like, oh my God, I caught an angel number. What could it mean? Like, this is like in the last week, you've been seeing back to back, repetitive, 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 111, 88. What else here? 11. 11s, I think, are a big one for this pile in particular. I think it's because this is like a manifesting kind of thing. Um, this pile in particular, the signs for you are encouraging you, I feel like, towards this vision of life that you're starting to form, right? Or maybe you've had for a minute, but maybe you didn't want to go for it because, this is the practical way of living, the way that you were told to live. You're supposed to go get an important job and, make this amount of money and things will be easy, but things have not gotten easier. Things have gotten harder. Food is more expensive. The rent is too high. You can't afford it. And you should be able to. You did everything right. You should be able to. So it's something like that. What else? Let down. There's betrayal here, deception, disappointed by misplaced or misguided trust, startled, shocked, and filled with great surprise, awful, nauseated, filled with disgust and revulsion, stomach churning. Maybe you keep seeing, like, how do I say this? It's like, you're getting, like, back-to-back hits, pile one. You're getting, like, news that is horrifying you back-to-back, or you're getting like in real life, like in your everyday life, you're just getting feedback that it just feels like punches. They just feel like blows to the stomach for some reason. Um, I'm I don't know if it's like work is being super disappointing or like you have bills that are too high or I don't know, something of that nature. Like maybe you can't find a house. Like maybe you're home hunting, right? And this is obviously it's a reality for a lot of people right now is you're trying to buy a home. Um, and it's fucking impossible. It's just not possible for most of us right now. And that's an insane thing to say. A lot of us were told, you do certain things, you go to school, you get your degree, or you get a good job. You don't have to go to school to get a good job, but you do any of these certain routes and as long as you make a certain amount of money, you'll be fine. You can support yourself, you can support a family. A lot of people are, I'm assuming you guys specifically, are realizing that a lot of what you thought you would have by now you don't have, like stability, like fucking money for food maybe, or the ability to go back to school even, or land, or any of these um things that kind of were like promised to you growing up. It feels like follow this formula, you get these things. You followed the formula, you did not get these things, and now you're being told that it's your fault and you're like, what the fuck. So something like that. I just think that you're very like led down by whatever's going on here. And so this disappointment is leading you to something else. This feeling is trying to guide you to something else. And for me, I feel like personally, from what I'm seeing here, it's trying to guide you to a slower way of living. for this pile in particular. I know that a lot of people are getting that message right now, and if maybe they're not, you know, it might just be this collective that also includes me for whatever reason, that we're supposed to be farming and shit right now. But for this pile in particular, you guys are getting the, if what you're doing now is not working for you, try what you actually want to do. Try what looks appealing to you. Oh, sorry, just bumped the thing. Try this. And if you can't, it's a certain, like, there's a group of you that can do this and just don't want to make the leap, right? Because you're afraid of losing stability and things like that. And then there's a group of you that like cannot do this. And so you're kind of stuck feeling like, well, okay, I can't do this and I can't do this. And so I'm feeling a lot of, I want to say you feel stagnant, because shock and nausea and betrayal all just kind of like sits in the body like cement. So it feels very like helpless. I feel like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here now. Like you just feel kind of like disappointed, and the signs are pointing you to a different perspective here. We're going to see what that is. Okay. So those are your 3 cards. I'm going to keep them with you in your little stuff. You can look at them. I'm thinking, I mean, I want to keep, obviously I want to keep like moving these around, right? Because I'm getting like, I kept saying jet while I was looking at these. Like you want to go somewhere, you want to move. Maybe you want to move away, like away, like really, really off grid for some of you. Or it's a big change, whatever move you're thinking of or wanting to make, and it's a tough one. I keep seeing MV here, like music video. My music video is the only thing I can think of when I see that. I don't know. That could be something in particular for some of you, though. Like there's a music video that is pointing you towards something that is a different path for you, that is interesting to you. And you would know, for those of you that that is relevant for, you would know what I'm talking about. Like if you have no fucking idea, you don't watch music videos, obviously that's not for you. Okay. Interesting. Obviously this is going to make more sense to some of you than for me, but I'm going to put these here. I'm just getting a very like homestead vibe from you guys, you know? Like real life is not all it was chalked out to be, right? Okay. Chat, maybe planes. Maybe you keep seeing planes. That could be a sign for some of you. Planes, moths, like flying things. Like maybe you see flying things and you feel like jealous. I'm hearing that scene from Forrest Gump where she's like, dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away from here. Like you want to go somewhere away from here, away from wherever you are, or you're praying for to be out of your situation. And so the signs are, I don't know if the signs are encouraging, so we'll see what they're trying to tell you. Okay, so first we're gonna look at what you're going through. Pile 1. What is the situation that you're currently going through? Ooh. Queen of Pentacles. Again, this Queen of Pentacles is this like nurturing. I associate her with the earth, with tending the earth, with gardening, with fertility, with caretaking. So I'm wondering if maybe some of you are feeling like you want to get into stuff like that. Like you want to get into gardening, or you want to get into learning the land and connecting more with the land. This could also just be about your stability and your money, because the Queen of Pentacles also deal with money, right? So your finances could be concerning for you in terms of your stability. I want to clarify the Queen of Pentacles with 2 of them, I guess. Okay. 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is about your time and your effort being put into something you feel like is work building something for you. Like I just don't think that where you are now is, how do I say this? Like, let's say if you're a renter, right? You rent a place, you feel like, you could buy a tiny piece of land somewhere and put a trailer on it or whatever and live there and at least have something that belongs to you that you are investing in that is yours rather than paying off somebody else's mortgage. Or that's just a very specific example, but it's something like, because again, you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is her like baking fresh bread and stuff like that. And then the Eight of Pentacles being purposeful, intentional manual labor. Like some of you want like the homestead life. Like you want to go try farming, or I mean, farming is very hard. So like, let's not get like romantical about it, right? Um, Real farming is fucking hard. There's a reason why people run away from it, right? Um, Maybe some of you do have like family farms, right? And that's like a family thing that you kind of left because maybe you were like, well, I want something different. I don't want my family to have to work so hard for everything that they have, and da da da. And then you did and realize that you're working just as hard and you don't have land and you don't have time and you don't have family and you don't have any of the things that you had back home that were worth all the work. It's something like that. It's a very specific, like, wanting to put your effort towards something worthwhile, like wanting to put your efforts towards something that's growing something for you. um okay, so the signs, what are the signs telling you about this situation that you're dealing with? What is the message from the synchronicities? Five of Wands, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups. Okay, this feeling, pile one, that you're struggling with, right? I wonder if it's like an overall dissatisfaction. Just like, yeah, I did everything I was supposed to do and I'm bored. I don't feel like I'm doing anything for me. It doesn't feel, I don't know, I'm missing a word here. It just doesn't feel fulfilling. There we go. It doesn't feel fulfilling for you guys, whatever you're doing. And you're fighting this feeling of boredom for I don't know what. Obviously, it's really hard to move. It's really hard to change up your idea of life, right? So maybe some of you, like before, you were very committed to having no children or being single, and now you find yourself wanting a relationship or a family or to settle down, and like it's something it's something like you're living a current situation that you are not happy with. You're very surprised by how disappointed you are by it. Um, and there's another way kind of hinting at you a little bit of like, hey, you could find some joy here. You could find some joy maybe growing some things or baking or manual labor or doing something with your hands, right? Um, because with the moth, I don't know, some of you might be like tech people, or you just have to work long hours, or you have to do something that you're not very connected to. Like, it leaves you very disconnected with the earth and yourself, whatever it is that you do now, or whatever life it is that you live now. So you're being like, you're feeling like a desire to connect more to the world. And I don't mean the world like the internet. I mean like the world like the earth under your feet, and how to grow things and things like that. Like it feels like you want to learn things from scratch. I feel like you want to educate yourself on food, on nature, on plants, on how to be self-sufficient. It's something like that. Like you're disappointed in the world, so you want to learn how to take care of yourself, but um I wonder if your signs are trying to give you hope almost, like that you can be happy. Like this 10 of Cups is this perfect happiness, right? That everybody is striving for. And it's the kind of happiness that comes from family, from community, from connection, from having everything you could possibly want, right? I just don't think that you have that where you are, or that feeling of it. Like it's just a disconnection that you're feeling. And the signs I wonder are trying to tell you like don't like lose yourself in this apathy trying to survive in the situation that you're in right now, because you could have happiness. It's not like this is just you and you're just doomed to be upset because my god, I have everything everybody could possibly want, or like, or I did everything I could possibly want and I have nothing. Like there's no way out for me. That's not true. There is something here about you, like an idea has been planted in your mind and you're kind of resisting it, but it would make you really happy. So it does feel like slowing down or like homesteading or learning to garden or bake or build with your hands or something like that. Like you need to, there's something here calling you to connect, and the signs from the universe are kind of, I don't know, I mean, this is Omen Tarot, you know, you're here for a reason. Is it a sign? It's a warning. It's, I mean, with the King of Swords, I'm gonna buy the King of Swords for the intention behind the messaging, right? King of Swords page, it's something about your mental space. Like, do not, I don't know how to explain this. Oh my god, help me, help me. King of Swords, Page of Swords. It's something about how your current reality is trying to beat this out of you, like this possibility out of you, this idea out of you. But I think that you know that you would be more fulfilled with a slower life. And there's ways to start doing that, even if you can't fucking immediately move all your shit and buy a farm and because that's crazy expensive right now too. It's impossible for a lot of us. So it's something like, don't get caught up in how you can't have it all right now, and just start like a little bit. Like start connecting. Start the minute you start, like, I don't know, baking from scratch or like growing a tomato plant on your balcony or something like that. It's gonna spark something in you. It's something like that. Like it's gonna, I don't know. It's gonna what? What's it gonna do? Ten of Swords, you're gonna learn something. That's the thing, is you'll learn something about yourself through this process of like stopping, like not ignoring your urge to try something different. So I wonder if you don't want to try something different because you're scared to really like it. And then you're like, well shit, I did all this schooling and all this, you know, all this crap just to end up wanting to go fucking farm somewhere? That's crazy. But I don't know, you're not happy, you know? So why not try something new? Why not try something new, like very, very minimally? You know, you could grow an herb for your food or something. You know, you could start baking pancakes from scratch. You could start something, you know, just something to kind of see if a slower, more less convenient lifestyle, okay? Slower, less convenient lifestyle. Convenient, because right now our conveniences are fucking killing us, right? But a slower, more nature, homestead-oriented kind of living, rather than very, I don't know, modern, industrial, technological. I'm feeling like you're dissatisfied with that. And maybe you keep talking yourself out of it. Like, oh, no, that's just it's a fad. It's a trend. You know, people are just wanting to do that shit right now. And everybody's going to regret it, you know, later on when the stock market goes back up or whatever the fuck it is that people think about, right? I don't know. I don't think like this, so I have no idea. I'm sorry. I have no idea what the reasoning that you could be giving yourself is. Maybe it's just like, I'm not happy, but I'm like kind of comfortable. Like I'm not happy, but I'm surviving. Like my head is afloat, even though it's not. like I should be thriving and I'm basically getting by. So maybe I'd rather thrive in a slower, lesser for right now environment and start somewhere from scratch. It's something like that, you know? You're feeling like it's going to be a huge, huge change. Look at that. Look. This deck has two versions of the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. And you got both versions of the Ten of Swords. Again, with this feeling of betrayal, with this feeling of disappointment, like anger. I think you learned something about that through allowing yourself to attempt a slower vibe. Okay, considering, just let it think about it. So I don't know if you guys are there's like a range of you, right? Some of you are here where you're like really trying to still love the life that you're in and trying to ignore the fact that you're not happy. Then there's some of you that know that you're not happy and you're just scared to take the leap. And you're wondering if that's what's meant for you. And I feel like that's where the direction that this kind of reading is taking you. It's taking you into more of you're going to appreciate a slower life. You might want to fall in love too. Some of you might have been like, kid, family, and marriage. Even if you don't want kids, like marriage and partnership, like who cares? That shit is whatever. I like to make money and I like to be by myself. Some of you are not fucking happy with that, actually. Or, the reverse. Some of you did the opposite and you're not happy with that and now you want to do something else. It's just for you guys, you're being shown that this how do I say this attraction that you feel towards a certain way of life, and this boredom that you feel towards your current way of life, and this betrayal. It's not even boredom. It's like you're like sick to your stomach. Like I don't know why, but you're just sick to your stomach about what is going on around you. So for a lot of you, it is that the groceries are way too high, or for some of you, it's this country in general. You got to go somewhere. You want to move somewhere else. It's just something about your current life was sold to you. You had the impression that it was going to be a certain way, and it isn't, even though you followed the steps. And you are thinking about moving on to a different way of life, or considering a different way of life, or moving somewhere else entirely. And I think that you're being encouraged to explore that. And I think that no matter how big of a change this would be, it's looking like a positive change. It looks like no matter how big the change would be, the change would be positive. Look at that. You have a 10 of Wands and Temperance. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. Okay, so again, there's that 1, 1, 1 that you keep saying. And this 8 of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're worried that you're swapping one burden for another, Maybe you're worried about how much work it would be to leave your current situation, how much effort it would take. Maybe you're worried about how much responsibility the kind of lifestyle that, gardening and all this stuff would be. But I don't know. I'm getting that, like, it's work that you feel happy with. You have help with the 3 of Pentacles. There's community around you. There's support. I don't know if you have family that would be willing to do this with you, or you guys all would be much happier connecting with each other in this environment, in this kind of lifestyle. Or maybe you'll find people along the way that are going to be what you're looking for, I guess, because there's a lot of solitude in your pile. I see you like alone a lot. A lot of aloneness, and I wonder if you just don't want to be alone, or you're feeling like very out of touch with this like individualistic society that we've got going on right now, and you want community and you want to put your efforts towards something and you want something meaningful. I just feel like you want like a much more meaningful, connected life. One, I think you're being encouraged to go in that direction. Yeah, there you are. The Fool. The Fool and the Ace of Cups on the bottom. I think that it would be a good idea for you. But that's, that's up to you and everything. But I do feel like you feel very disconnected from your life. I feel like there is another way of life that is being shown to you through these, I don't know, through your everyday life or through signs and maybe TV shows or music or the advertisements or posts that are coming up, or like you're on TikTok and you keep scrolling and you're seeing like gardening posts or how, for beginners or something like that. Like you're just being called for towards something different, and you're not sure if it would be fulfilling and make you happy, but I think it would. Because I would encourage you to look at whether or not you're happy in your life right now. And like, yes, you might be swapping this version of work for another version of work. I don't think that you're swapping, like, I don't think it's like you want more ease. I don't think you want something easier. I just think that you want the effort that you put in to be meaningful and to actually be towards something. And you're being told that that's possible for you and that there is an avenue for you to do that, and that you should encourage yourself to look into that. So start very small if you haven't, with a little plant or an herb garden or baking stuff from scratch or trying to build things with your hands. It's like wanting to learn a trade or wanting to learn something that can help you be self-sufficient in whatever way, but not like, it's weird. It's like a weird, like, help you be self-sufficient, but like within a community. Like you want to have like valuable skills to contribute to a community setting. It's it's a confusing message, but I know I get what you're saying. I get what you're feeling. Hopefully you get what I'm saying and that you are resonating with it. If you don't understand at all what I'm saying, then 37 minutes of listening to nonsense is crazy. I'm so sorry. But no, for those of you that understand what I'm saying, I think you're being called to kind of inch in this direction a little bit, and it is a big undertaking. I'm experiencing it right now. I'm telling you, I moved onto our property 5 years ago, and I live with my family. Like this is multi-generational shit. Like we all live in different like levels of the house, and we're sharing a property. And I'm learning how to grow food. I just got our fruit trees this year. Like I've just been, obviously I'm yapping to you guys now, but we're chilling, so whatever. I've just been like really disappointed with groceries and the state of our produce and the state of our fucking meat and stuff. So we buy all of our meat from a farm directly. They're grass fed beef, raised on the farm, dry aged. Like it's gorgeous, beautiful, delicious meat. If you eat meat, sorry. If you don't eat meat, then I'm sorry. But it's clean, it's good for you. You know where it's coming from. Like we ran out like a month ago. We had to buy some ground beef from the grocery store. Tell me why that shit was like watery, spongy, and it made all of us sick. Like I don't know. And then you taste like the produce that they're fucking feeding you in the grocery stores. You're like, this is shit. It's crap. When I grew my own vegetables last year, I could not fucking believe that things like actually tasted good. Like it's one of those things. So it's, if you are where I'm at, if this collective is kind of a little bit on the same wave of things where I'm at, where it's like, it's not, the shit that they're selling us is not worth the fucking money. The amount of money, how precious money is right now to be spending it on shit like that. So I'd rather grow it myself, because it is incredibly easy if you have the space for it. And if you don't have the space for it, there are a lot of ways to find some space for it. So it's one of those things where you're just feeling very like, I don't know, let down and grossed out by the state of the world and, state of life. And you're wondering if there's a better way, and if you can have a more meaningful, more connected, more community oriented and happy sort of living. And it is possible. And I for those of you that know this feeling, you would know what you're being called towards. Like obviously it's different for everybody, but yeah. So that's what I got for you, Pile One. I hope that was insightful. I definitely yapped for a little bit too long for this pile, but you know me, I love to do it. And yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Bye bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the little brown cow, this is your reading. You're going to look at what the signs and synchronicities are telling you. We're actually not going to look at the tarot first, though. I'm going to get your letters and your numbers and your stickers to see what your signs are. We're also going to get an emotion, or a couple emotions, I guess, from this deck that I made based off the emotions wheel. So yeah, let's get your Scrabble first. Pile 2. What are the signs telling pile 2? Well, first we're going to see what signs you're getting. I'm seeing this 11 in the camera, so I am going to take it. Okay. And I'm going to, let's just pull these out first. Do I have any more numbers? I do. Ooh, 11, 22, 40. I think that's it. So, okay. Put these here. And then we're going to put the rest of them. R-N-P-U. P-U. Pew. Puevo. Nuevo? Nuevo. Something new? Something new coming in for some of you? G-I? Nuevo G? Something Portuguese? I don't know. That sounded so Portuguese. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put them by number, actually. Well, you have a lot of ones, so you might just be seeing repeating ones for this pile in particular. A lot of ones. And of course, when we're talking about signs and synchronicities, we're not talking about like, oh, I saw a bird the other day. You know, like you're seeing these things at a weird frequency. And you're seeing certain things over and over again at a weird frequency. That's what we would consider, that's what I would consider here a synchronicity or a pattern. So let's see. Some of y'all dealing with somebody named Eugene. What's Eugene doing to you? All right. Sorry. I'm so nosy. Run. Run. Nuevo. Rune. Ooh. Rune is a cool one. Rune. GOP. What the GOP got to do with anything? Okay, 2, 3, 4 again. So lots of 11s, 1s, repetitive 2s, probably repetitive 4s for you guys. And also I'm gonna say like sequential numbers, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stuff like that. Like they're one after another, probably in groups of 3s. So let's see your stickers. So what I did for the last pile, I grab them, but I just kind of like shook this bag for the last pile, and I really like that. So we're gonna do that again this time. Pile 2s. Ooh, we got one. We got a cupcake. Key. Oh! Pause. I just made a mess. Okay, so of that big ol' mess, we did get 2 that flew over here. We got Chanel, and we got a little tiny light thing. Light thing. It's a light lantern. I'm stupid. Okay, so, for some of you, keys. There might be also a certain smell that you keep smelling. Like, it might be a cologne or a perfume or, something about the scent. Some kind of scent is bothering you. You also have the oil lamp, so I'm not quite sure how an oil lamp would be a synchronicity for some of you, but that could definitely be something. No, you're gonna tell me why you're here. Why are you here? Oh, the lights could go out. The power could be going out for you guys. Yeah, thank you. I was like, what the hell could that be about? The power could keep going out around you guys. You could be, things could be locking or being unlocked randomly. Like, things that should be locked are unlocked. Things that should be unlocked are locked. You might be finding random keys or, also with the cupcake, something about the color pink. There's a lot of pink. And you might be craving sweets. Really strange. Pile 1, I could tell what their reading was going to be about immediately. You guys are very mysterious. Okay. So those are some of the things that you might be experiencing at a weird frequency in your daily life, pile 2. So like a lot of pink, or you might be wearing a lot of pink out of nowhere, or seeing a lot of pink, and I mean like a bright pink, like a Barbie pink. Keys could be relevant. Lights could be going out or flickering. And there could be a certain cologne that you're smelling or a perfume that you're smelling often. Or it doesn't have to be perfume or cologne, it could just be a scent. So what the situation that pile 2 is currently in, what emotions are relevant to the situation? What emotions are relevant to the message? Okay, I keep getting this like poking, but it needs to come out. Ooh, there's a lot of anger here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take them. I'm going to honor it. Repelled, hesitant, tentative, doubtful, stalling, frustrated, annoyed, irritated, a little angry, and critical, skeptical, not easily convinced, doubtful, questioning, hesitant to believe. Powerless on the bottom of the deck. Helpless, inadequate, unable to change or influence the situation. Okay, there's a lot of frustration. I wonder if you are hesitating on making a decision, or maybe you are frustrated because you're waiting on a manifestation, or you're waiting on something and you're not getting something. It's weird. It's like it's like your doubt that you're gonna receive something, or you doubt something. You don't think that something is coming, and you're bothered by it. I wonder. I'm curious as to what the messages are telling you, but the feelings behind why you're seeking clarity behind your messaging is because you're bothered. Clearly, you're bothered. and bothered either because your faith in something, like your manifestation is being shaken, or you are frustrated about something. I don't know. I'm wondering if you can't see the messages because you're so frustrated. Because I'm seeing POV. Let's see. Let me take this out of the way. What the fuck? What the hell did I just do? Sorry. My god. POV. That could even be like running. Running POV. I wonder if you're running. If they're running. Who's running? And from whose perspective? You know what I mean? I'm curious. I'm curious if the message is asking you to readjust your perspective on something. We're going to ask. We are going to ask. So, let's get your cards over here. Get your, this over. I mean, I really don't know where to put this at this point, but, you know, we'll do what we can. Actually, hello. Just put them over here. Now we have all this space here to figure out what we're going to do. Annoyed and skeptical. I'm actually going to layer these like this. That way I still know what they say. Okay. Let's see. I like how every reading, the layout is different. It really, it's a gamble. Let's see what your messages are trying to tell you, Palace. I want to see the situation that you're dealing with first. Oh, immediately. 6 of Wands. Clarify the 6 of Wands. Temperance. Sagittarius for some of you. Yeah, I don't know if you're waiting on a win. Like you're wondering when it's your turn to win. If this was a win for you. Something like that. I don't know, you feel unsure about something. Like maybe something's supposed to feel good, but like you don't. Or maybe like this is something about your balance, right? Like maybe your manifestation isn't coming in because you're caught between this 3 of Swords and the 6 of Wands energy, like success and also sorrow. Like you're like keeping your expectations like right in the middle so that you don't feel any type of way either way. Something like that. Okay, what are the messages trying to tell you? What are the signs saying? What's the message here? The Knight of Wands. And the 8 of Pentacles. I heard you need to work on your attitude. Damn. Pile 2. Do you need to work on your attitude? Oh, okay. I felt like this was about somebody else. I really did feel like this was about a connection because there's like a frustration that you're feeling. Clarify the Knight of Wands. That's a lot. One card to clarify the Knight of Wands, please. I wonder if you're put off by this person or not. It's like something about them is bothering you. Oh, why are they bothering you? Why is Eugene bothering you? Whoever the hell Eugene is. Why are you bothered? Maybe they're inconsistent. Maybe you're inconsistent. Why is pile 2 so bothered by this person? The 7 of Cups and the Lovers. Maybe you want something with them and you're frustrated that it hasn't come in yet, and you're having to be patient about it, and it's really fucking annoying you. I feel like you're annoyed. The Empress, the 9 of Wands, like, yeah, you're like, I'm ready, I want this, I'm tired of waiting, I know what I am, I know what I am, I know who I am, I know what I have to offer. Like, ooh, yeah. You have a very frantic sort of vibe, pile 2. Running. Running. Maybe pile 2, I feel like you are experiencing frustration. Some of you are experiencing frustration because you feel like you have a lot to offer and nobody wants it. You feel like you have a lot to offer and you keep getting your heart broken. You feel with the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups, you feel like nobody wants to put in the long-term work with you. Everybody just kind of puts in the effort to screw around and then that's it. But I see you fantasizing about finding the one, like your person, and being very frustrated that you haven't found them. So pile 2, if you're not, frustrated about romance or partnership or something like that, probably not your pile. Because this is about, like, being very, like, well, where's my person? Where's my love? Where's my love story? Where's this? Where's that? Which is fine. Very normal thing to feel. And I think that you're, when you're in this kind of energy, it's hard to see, messages that you're getting maybe. I'm wondering if the messages are telling you that it's coming in, or if the messages are telling you that this attitude is not how you manifest a partner. Because you have to understand, pile 2, that manifesting is about the energy that you're in and the mentality that you're in, right? So if you start slipping up in your brain and telling yourself this is never going to happen for me, nobody wants this, I'm too much, I'm this, you are going to lose the plot immediately. It's something like the minute you start getting skeptical and doubtful and hesitating on your manifestations and wondering if you are worthy of them or deserving of them or whatever the fuck, you're going to start slipping up. And the further this love is going to run from you. So it's something about you having to understand your own nature to fantasize, but also feel like, and you're allowed to fantasize. Everybody is, dude. Everybody, if you feel like you're called to have a partner and you really, really want that in your life, and you feel like, not in that, like, I feel incomplete without a person, but just that my life would be more enriched by having a person to share a life with. I see that you feel like you are meant for partnership. And I'm not saying that that's not true. Because I believe that everybody that feels like they're part of that they should be part of a pair, is meant to be part of one. But I just feel like this, like, long suffering, like, where's mine, when's it my turn? That energy is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere, man. Yeah, easy for me to say, right? I got a ring on my finger, but shit, I waited my turn. Everybody's got to wait their turn. I think this is maybe the messaging that you have to understand. Either the message is telling you that you are getting yours and it's just a matter of time, or it's telling you that the reason why this keeps running from you, the reason why, you keep finding it and then it slips from you, you find it and it runs from you, you find it, it runs from you, is because you have this sort of, like, there is a sense of, let me not say this wrong, expectation. You feel like it is owed to you. You feel like it is, how do I say this? I want to say this so nicely, pile 2, because I'm so bad at being nice. I'm so bad at, like, saying it in a nice way. You cannot feel like love is owed to you and then feel like every time it doesn't work out, like, it's a personal slight on you. It feels very like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I have a lot to offer, and where is mine? I have a lot to offer. Where's mine? Okay, well, we don't. Our time, and the universe's timing are very different things, and I don't know. I want to know if the message is telling you to chill out, or if it's telling you that it is coming, and you just need to be more like confident in yourself and in your energy, right? Because that confidence is what helps things manifest. Knowing that surety, yes, it's coming. Yes, I know it's coming. Yes, I'm worthy. Like you keep slipping. I think pile two. I think you keep slipping into hesitation, and you're fucking frustrated, and you're, oh, I don't know. It's not. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe. Don't do that. Don't do that. What is the message telling pile twos? What is the advice for pile two? To wait or to look around? What is the message? What's the advice? There's the sun. And I would like to clarify the sun. The sun as a mentality, or the sun as in something is coming for you divinely. Ten of Swords. This is about your mental, pile two. This disappointment that you feel towards not getting your person. You're maybe, for some of you, you're waiting for like a husband. This is like marriage. Like you are waiting for your person, your man. I'm hearing that. Oh my god, what's that song by Ray? It's probably fucking called "Where the Hell Is My Husband." Like it's probably called exactly "Where the Hell Is My Husband," something like that. But she's basically like, where's my husband? He's probably getting down with somebody else. Find me. I'm ready. It's like this. I feel like that's what this pile is about. You guys are ready to find your person, and you haven't found your person, and you're very frustrated about that. But the messages, the synchronicities that you're getting are to remind you to stay in this energy. Stay in this uplifted, bright, easy, light, breezy, playful. Remember that this manifestation shit, this life shit is about having fun, and it's about play. And the further you get from fun and play, the harder that shit is going to get for you. So just get away from this like self-deprecating, oh, when's it my turn? Oh, I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Get out of that shit, man. That is not going to get you anywhere. And I'm telling you this from love. But because also like some version of tough love that maybe some of y'all need to hear is this whole like, woe is me, when is it my turn thing. You're not going to get anywhere with when is it my turn. You're going to get a lot further with clapping for everybody else and being like, yes, and me too, please. I'm seeing what I like about that relationship. I'm writing it down in my list of things that I want for my relationship. Yes, please, thank you. You're like window shopping right now, and you're not seeing it that way. You're seeing it as like people's relationships are being thrown in your face. Guys that you think are perfect are being thrown in your face, and they end up not wanting you. Like you're seeing it as a tax, but you're meant to be window shopping right now. You're meant to be like, oh, I like the way that guy's hair looks, or I like his height, or I like his build, or I like the way that she this, or I like, you're supposed to be, I like this type of treatment. I want my guy to open my doors for me. I want my man to pay half or pay the bills, or what. You're meant to be window shopping. You're not meant to be taking this as like being stabbed in the back. Like every time you see a happy couple, you're like, oh, why not me? No, don't do that. The universe responds to your signals that you're putting out, right? And people, I'm gonna say this in the least like woo, like most down to earth, normal way that I possibly can, because I see it in the most normal, down to earth way that I can possibly explain it. I do not see this in this like woo freaky kind of way. People are made of electricity, bro. We have electric pulses in our bodies, in our brains. The air around us, everything around us is frequency, electricity. We can communicate with that shit. So when you're using your, how do I say this? When you're using your mental connections to speak doubt into your manifestations, how are you connecting with the universe around you? You're making decisions. You're communicating. You're saying, this is what I think my reality is. This is what I want my reality to be. That's all. Oh, you say, oh, by myself, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, always watching everybody else. Do not internalize that fucking narrative. You are going to lose yourself before you get anywhere close to what it is that you want. Don't internalize that shit. The way that you need to be looking at it is the complete opposite. So your messaging for you, pile 2, is to shift your perspective before you end up way, way, way behind. This is also it's a lack mentality, because when you start looking at why does everybody have what I want and I don't have it, you are coming from a place of like envy and greed and lack, and that kind of electrical communication with the universe is only going to bring more of that shit back to you, because the universe is like a mirror, right? Whatever you put out is what you get. So if you're putting out, I'm never going to find my person, you're never going to find them. What you should be doing is going, I really like that about their relationship, or I really like that about this guy or this person, or I really enjoyed this date and I want to do more of those things with the person that I'm supposed to be with. Like, you're window shopping, write down what you like in a little notebook or whatever you like. Just you're shopping right now, and that's a good thing. Shopping is good, because when the thing that you want shows up, you already know what it's supposed to look like, what he's supposed to sound like, how he's supposed to act. You can check that shit off list by list by list. Look at this, look at this, look at this. That's what I did. One by one, you check that shit off, because you take every experience as window shopping. You don't take it personally, you don't internalize it, you don't make it something about you that it isn't, right? Obviously, every relationship is meant to teach us something. You're meant to be learning lessons from everybody that you encounter, right? About yourself, about them, whatever. But when you're trying to manifest a life partner, you need to have a really, really, really solid idea of who that person needs to be before they can even come into your reality, right? So if you have like a vague idea or no idea at all, I want somebody, you're gonna keep getting somebodies, but they're not gonna stick around. They're not gonna be right for you. So what you need to have is a very clear mental picture of who this person needs to be. You don't have to know what they look like, but you do need to know their energy, what they would feel like in your home, what mornings would feel like together, what tragedies would feel like together, their vibe. If you want your car door opened, if you want to be driven places, if you want, adventures, or if you want a homebody, you have to have that shit in order. It's like, I don't know, man, I guess I'm teaching you guys about manifestation. Maybe you guys are new to it, or forgot some fundamentals about it, but it's like, you're like putting it in order with the universe, right? You're making an order. But if you tell the universe, I'm hungry, I want food, the universe is going to throw fucking food at you, but you weren't hungry and you wanted food. You wanted a burger with cheese and lettuce and tomato and whatever the fuck else specific stuff that you want on your burger. But you didn't say that. You said, I want food. So the universe went and threw spaghetti at you, and you were like, I wanted a burger. That's not what I said. And the universe is like, you didn't say you wanted a fucking burger with lettuce and cheese. You said you wanted food. This is food. You have to be specific. It's something like that, y'all. So I don't know. That was so goofy. I'm so sorry, but like, it's this kind of energy. You're being reminded that like the universe is just mirroring you. It's just responding to what you're putting out there, and you need to have a very specific idea of the kind of person that you're trying to manifest. Or else you're going to accept whatever's being thrown at you, because you don't even know what you want. Alternative to the restaurant theory, right? You're going, I'm hungry, I want food, and the restaurant's like, here, burger, and you're like, I don't want burger, and you throw burger, and you're like, I want something else, and then the restaurant's like, okay, what do you want? And you're like, I don't know, just give me whatever, and then throwing spaghetti at you, you're like, I don't want fucking spaghetti. Like, it's like this, like, you gotta be specific. You need to have like an idea of what you want, so that you can do the adult work of vetoing who works and who doesn't. Because you look at you, the Empress. Look at you, the Six of Wands. I don't doubt that you have a lot to offer. I don't doubt that you're going to be a fantastic partner when you find your person, right? However, you need to have an idea of the kind of person that you want. You need to have an idea of some sort of solid ground underneath you, where like being rejected or not finding the right person or dating somebody that doesn't end up to be your husband or your wife or whatever doesn't shake you to the core every single time. It shouldn't shake you. You're window shopping, man. Dating is not end all be all. I found this person, I wanted it to be them. Okay, and move to the next. You got to keep your shopping. Just keep moving until you have a perfect idea of the exact like thing that you want, your exact food order, the exact purse, everything, this custom tailor-made individual that you know is going to be right for you. Obviously nobody's perfect. Okay? I'm going to put that out there. But they're going to be more perfect than most. But you got to have an idea of what that is for you. So I feel like that's what your signs are trying to tell you. Pile 2, I think. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. I ended up talking about the electrical pulses like in the human body, and we were talking about how the power keeps going out. Like your power, like your connection is like flickering because of all this self-doubt getting in the way. That's a really cool analogy, I guess, but very interesting. Yeah, that's what I've got for you, pile 2. Definitely just try to take it easy. Take the experiences less personally. You're here to have experiences, not to get everything right, not for the next guy to be the one, but just to experience and window shop and hopefully encounter somebody that you want to spend the rest of your days with. But you can't start internalizing this narrative of frustration and envy and all of these other things because it's not happening for you yet. Everything is in its time, okay? And understand that if something comes in for you before you're ready, you will not be able to keep it. So that's a really important thing for some people to understand is like you want something when you want it, but the universe's timing is perfect. Perfect in every way. So no matter how hard you want it, right when you want it, you might get it in that moment and you might fucking blow it to pieces and you never get another shot again. Is that what you want? You want your person to come in right now so you can blow that fucking shit to pieces and never have another shot at real love ever again? I don't think so. So we need to calm down. We need to take it light and easy breezy. Keep this fun, playful, childlike energy. Play. Understand that dating is play. People are play. Not to play with, but people are there to have experiences with and to experience joy or whatever it is that you're going to experience with them. But you can't take it to heart every single time. You're meant to be learning stuff about what you want out of a partner rather than taking this as like rejection after rejection after rejection. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, pile 2. I hope that was helpful, and I wish you a lot of luck with your love finding process. I know you got a lot to offer. You just gotta reel it in a little bit and remember that you do have a lot to offer, and it's just a matter of time. And right now you're being given the opportunity to shop around so you get the best possible husband or partner that you're looking for instead of settling for whatever comes your way because you want something really bad, So have a good rest of your day, pile 2. I hope to see you in the next reading, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Those of you that chose the green cow, this will be your reading. So, put this one up here. We are not going to start with the tarot. We're actually going to start with your signs and synchronicities, so we can, you can tell if this is your pile. We can also get an idea of what it is that you're dealing with. So, I'm going to get your letters and your numbers first, and then we're going to get stickers. Put that over there, and then we'll start. So, pile 3, what signs and synchronicities might they be getting? Okay, we've got 2 numbers here, 57 and 34, which is 12 and 7, 3 and 7. Eepa. I guess ones is just a really reoccurring theme for most of these piles because I just keep getting ones. But I guess everybody's been kind of manifesting things lately, huh? So let's see what you guys are dealing with here. Ira, could be some names here. Air, Aire. I'm seeing a lot of Spanish. I don't know if I have a lot of like a Spanish viewer or a lot of Spanish viewers, but I mean I'm Dominican, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it's just interesting. Seeing prairie, pariah, piranha. Strange. Nice. I have so many vowels. Maybe I'll get like 2 more. Another fucking vowel. E and 39. That's another 12 though. So 12 and 12 is 3. So 3s could be relevant to you. Could be seeing a lot of 3s. You could be seeing in 3s. I'm seeing 3. Pyre. Maybe like bonfires or piles of wood. Something like that. Really interesting, guys. It's really strange. EU. Some of you guys could be in Europe. AA. Batteries, maybe, for some of you. Okay. Weird. Weird. You guys are the weirdest one I've gotten so far. I'm seeing like a lot of which is giving also a little French, so I don't know. What else I'm getting here? There's ER. A and E. Emergency department is important for some of you. Medical stuff is important for some of you. It's weird. Alright, let's get some stickers. We have a Volkswagen. I knew I was getting some sort of abroad, sort of European shit. Be kind to your mind. Oh, getting flower power for some of you. Where's the other thing? And the strawberry clock. I don't know if you guys are very eccentric or something. Very retro. Very retro vibe here. So you might be seeing a lot of like stuff from the 2000s. You may also be getting a lot of mental health messaging. We're seeing a lot of flowers, specifically sunflowers. Sunflowers, strawberries. Sorry, let me see. 5. So the number 5 as well, because that's 5 o'clock on the little strawberry clock. Pirates. Pirating. Pier. What else? Anything? Oh, okay. 2 more fell. No, I think that's all. Unless it didn't fall? No, it did. Okay. Oh, 3 fell actually. Cool. We have a little bell. We have you are not alone. Again, another self-help messaging, like mental health messaging. And more, another encouraging message. Change can be slow, but trust that you are blooming. More flowers, more. I'm getting like a very hippie vibe from you guys, like a very loving, gentle sort of thing. So I don't know if it's like the messaging that you're getting is very sweet and gentle and good, and I'm wondering why you're getting so many like change can be slow. Be kind to your mind. You are not alone. The Volkswagen bus, the early 2000s, the bell. Trust that you are blooming. Some of you might be late bloomers. Some of you might be like it's I've got two different energies here. It's like some of you are much older, like you're from the generation that went to school in the 70s, or you are getting a lot of messaging that seems very, it's like you're getting a lot of messaging through like millennial core stuff, like early 2000s nostalgia. It's like it's giving me very nostalgic mental health, something like that. Why are you getting so many? That's such an interesting bunch of messages to get. I guess I understand why you're looking for clarity, because change can be slow. Trust that you are blooming. Be kind to your mind. You are not alone. But your messages are very clearly trying to comfort you about something. Maybe about time, since you have a clock here. The bells also, like in school, were about time. And bells also are used to bring attention. So I'm wondering if the passage of time is something that is on your mind. Oh, okay. Let's see the emotions that you have surrounding the situation. Oh, that was immediate. Frustration, infuriation, anger caused by feelings of stagnation or stuckness. Yeah. Definitely resonating with you guys. Wow, more. Okay, I'm understanding. Humiliated, ridiculed, made a fool of, embarrassed, subjected to laughter or the butt of jokes. Trusting, intimate, private, and personal. This is a happy card. The only thing that's tripping me up here, Pile 3 is trying to figure out in what way your messaging is different from Pile 2's, because, no, Pile 1's. Pile 1's was very similar in that they felt stuck. I'm wondering if that's just a reoccurring theme of this reading, is like stuckness, and your messages are obviously encouraging you. Encouraging you that your timing is on point. I'm actually struggling to remember Pile 1's message now as I'm talking to you, which probably for the best, but I'm wondering, you are not alone, be kind, change can be slow, you, Pile 1's was very similar in that I wonder if you guys are also maybe in different situations where you're part of this generation that feels behind everybody else. Something about time here. Time is, you feel embarrassed about how long it's taking you to get somewhere or to do something. But your messaging is trying to remind you that you're not that you're not alone in that struggle. And you have the little bees here as well. Could be messages for you or signs that you're seeing here. I'm trying to see if there's a bee in this one. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I gotta pull them up to my face. No, I'm getting... Is there a bee in this one? No, just more flowers. flowers and bees and like maybe this is about springtime. Change can be slow. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get into your messaging now with the tarot because this is a really, you are obviously receiving some sort of messaging about the timing, the frustration that you're feeling about the timing. Let's see. I don't want to get stuck on that for too long. Oh. IRA. Investments, something like that. Frustrated. You trusted somebody with maybe a secret that you had or money that you had, or you've been trusting that things are going to work out for you and they just haven't yet. So let me put these actually over here. See? Pile 3. I figured it out the last reading. Actually, let me put these the way that they came out. Okay, so obviously some very frustrated feelings here. Let's see the situation that you're dealing with, pile 3. Okay, okay. Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands I did pick up in the reverse though. I don't really do the reversals here as I get the message either way, but Ace of Wands in the reverse does speak to that lack of movement, to that stagnation that you're experiencing. I'm wondering if you're getting in your head about it. It is starting to affect your mental state. Please tell me more about the situation pile 3 is going through right now. If they would like to share anything else about that. And the Page of Wands, right. Okay, so what are these signs trying to tell pile 3? Ooh. Okay, so for you, pile 3, timing. The messages are about timing for you. You're you feel like it's taking a very long time for you to accomplish something maybe, or I mean, where's the infuriate? Like, why do you feel ridiculed? Where's the ridicule coming from? Like, you feel embarrassed, but why? The Queen of Pentacles. Look at the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Something about your stability. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. I'm wondering if this is about a partner as well for you guys, pile 3. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah. I'm wondering if this is about partnership. So, yeah, very different messaging from pile 1. Kind of similar to pile 2, but I think that your message needs to be different, and that's why you chose this one and not pile 2. Pile 2's messaging was about their mindset. This has nothing to do with your mindset. How should I say that? I shouldn't say that. It's about your mindset, but I'm not getting that you need to adjust your attitude or anything like that. Like pile 2 needed an attitude adjustment. You guys need to know that it is a matter of time. Like, you're good. Your self-care is working. Continue to do it. Continue to be kind to yourself. Continue that positive, optimistic flower power vibe that you've got going on. It is working for you. Don't feel embarrassed that, like, maybe you feel childish for believing in love or believing that this is going to happen for you, even though you're older than you should be still waiting for a partner. But you are receiving your partner. It is a matter of time. It is literally a matter of time. And if it's not a love thing and it's a money thing, then it is also literally a matter of time. I just keep getting the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you feel like this could also be like a work environment, right? This could be about your money. And you feel like maybe you're providing for your family, or and you're waiting for your partner to be able to provide or to help you with bills, or maybe you feel like embarrassed because people are maybe making fun of you for supporting your husband, or one of those. It's like something like that, like, because you have the Two of Cups on the bottom, the Four of Pentacles. You could be in a partnership already, and it's taking a long time for this person's stability to adjust themselves. Like, they're coming into themselves, but it's taking a minute, and you're having to be the breadwinner or something like that. And it is maybe you feel maybe not embarrassed like yourself, but people are making fun of you, or like you feel like you're being made fun of because of this, current the current online climate that women who are taking care of their partners right now are such and such, or these dudes are bums or whatever. But I think that you have a lot of love with this person, if you're with this person, if you're with a person. If you're not with a person, then it is again just you have a lot of love, and that is there for you. I'm seeing it here, the Ace of Cups. You will be offered exactly what it is that you're looking for. I just don't. I hate the two-sided messaging, but I have to give both sides, right? If you have not found a partner, maybe pile 2 is where you should be going, especially if you're leaning more towards frustration, towards not having found this person yet. And maybe you need to understand some fundamentals about manifestation, and that's pile 2, right? This one, though, this is about, I think, you supporting a partner. I think you're supporting a significant other. And you're embarrassed because I think that you're getting like bum messages from this person, It's something about how it feels very, and maybe you feel naive because you're supporting this person, but I don't think that you're naive for supporting this person, pile 3. I don't see a fruitless naivety right now. Like, here's the Hangman. Now, I'm going to clarify the Hangman to see if this is the fact that you have an ability to see things differently than other people, or if this is just an explanation of the current environment. Like, right now, the person that you're with is stuck in a bad position, especially because you as well, you guys are kind of stuck in this position where maybe he feels embarrassed, or maybe you feel like embarrassed because people are making you feel embarrassed about it. But I don't see this to be a temporary. I don't see this to be a permanent situation. I'm trying to see. I'm seeing numbers here, and I told you guys I wasn't wearing my glasses, so the fact that I'm seeing a number jump at me is interesting. Oh, I'm just seeing the number 5 for the Hierophant. Okay, 5, 10, and 12 for the Major Arcana here. Yeah. Okay. 5, 10, and 12. But 12 also came up earlier, though. So I don't know what 12s could be for you guys. Maybe, you guys have been together for 12 years. Or you're coming up on year... I don't know what 12 is about. Maybe your partner lost their job in December or something like that. Like, it's just it is a matter of time before this person gets back on their feet, and they will be an equal and supportive partner to you. But as of right now, I feel like your messaging is just telling you to be hopeful. You do have 5 and 5 here, the 5 on the clock and the 5 in the Hierophant. So I'm feeling kind of like a message of change, almost like shifting. Like, there will be change, and this is just a temporary situation for you guys. Clarify the Hangman, please. The Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. You know what's interesting is that this is the retro vibe, the retro deck here. And we're talking about very old-timey values, right? Oh, the guy has to support the woman, and the man has to be the breadwinner. And it's like, yeah, that'd be nice. But, you know, right now, that's not really the fucking case. We can't really afford to have one singular breadwinner. Not everybody can. And a lot of people are out of jobs right now. So some of us women have to pick up the slack. Some of us have to do certain things we don't want to do. Or, you know, you have to carry 100% right now. And your partner is not happy with that arrangement, if you're wondering. They want to be on equal ground with you. They want to provide for you. It's an equal sort of... Look at this. 7 of Wands on the bottom. Like, this person, he wants to be this for you, right? Like a provider, protector, the person in charge. You can lean on him. You can depend on him. That's just not the case right now. You have the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, and you have the 4 of Wands. But this is what partnership is, right? You love this person, and so you're supporting them through this. And again, guys, if this is a messaging like you haven't met this person yet, this is just your matter of time, and that you will find your person, and you will have that marriage, that partnership that you're looking for. But just be patient about it. But I'm going to go back to the partnered people, because that, you know, that message can be told in pile 2 through pile 2. This is a completely different message about already partnered people. And I want to say long-term partnership, like long-term partnership. And I think maybe some of you guys are wondering, like, oh, I don't know if I'm like, if this is the right thing to do. Like, am I being naive in supporting this person? Should he be able, is he really down on his luck, or is he taking advantage of me? But some of you might be wondering that. Some of you might just really be like upset that people are poking at the fact that, you know, you're supporting him or something like that right now. But I'm not seeing that that's a forever thing. I'm seeing that this is a temporary thing that will change with time. This is a short cycle, or even if it's not short, it is a cycle that you guys are going through that will change at some point. The wheel will turn, and you will be able, this person will, one, be able to provide for you, protect for you. You'll be able, maybe some of you want to be stay at home. Maybe some of you want to feel provided for, or to just have a little bit, I don't know how to explain this, but what you want out of this person, the stability, this person is going to take care of you. They are going to take care of you, pile 3. They do want to. That is also like in their desire. This is not somebody who wants to be a bum. See the 3 of Swords on the bottom, and the 7 of Cups. I think it, you know, both of you guys wonder, and it's like a painful sort of wondering if this is even worth it. Like if he's doing enough, or if he wants to be. It's like the doubt is painful for both of you. But I don't think that you really have doubt. I think but like, I think other people's jokes or, you know, bullying is getting in your head about this, and I don't think it should. I think the messaging that you're receiving is telling you to stay confident in why you chose this person, the values that you saw in them in the beginning, the values that you see through them now. You may be supporting them right now in this moment, but they are going to be supporting you later, and it's going to be stable and loving, and you're going to be so fulfilled, and you're going to be happy that you stuck it out. Very happy with the Ace of Cups here. So, any more confirmation that this is a matter of time? Look at your 2 of Cups here. This is equal, man. This is equal. Clarify the 2 of Cups, please. Clarify the 2 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. You're worried he doesn't want to give to you. He doesn't. He does. He does want to offer all those things. I think there's a lot of love between the 2 of you. A lot of love. An equal, I don't know, almost like a natural sort of partnership, right? It's natural to want to love each other and want to give love to each other. I just think the financial aspect of it is bothering you. both of you right now, but look at that. The Fool, the Ace of Pentacles. There's something happening for you guys here that is going to, again, a matter of time. The Wheel of Fortune coming into play here. It will shift. Your luck will turn. That's the phrase that has been in the back of my head that I couldn't find. I was like chewing on it, but I couldn't find it. Your luck is going to turn. His luck is going to turn specifically because he got this King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever happened to him, I don't know if he lost his job or he's just been down on his luck and things just haven't been working out. It's going to work out. It's going to turn. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like this is like a luck thing. Like you guys have just not been very lucky, but there's an opportunity, a financial opportunity coming towards him or you guys that will allow you both to start new again. And I'm seeing start new again, but like, oh my God, that's exactly what I wanted to say. The Six of Cups, like almost like falling back in love with each other, because it's going to bring you to a carefree sort of place where you guys can play and be not grown-ups, but get to be children again, you know, with each other. Just get to have fun and love each other and be innocent and all these things that are really hard to do when, you know, one of you is providing, but like when the balance feels off, you know, when in a relationship where like who's supposed to be doing what, who feels better doing what. And I think that this person naturally wants to provide, and the fact that he cannot right now is really bothering. It's really, really getting to him. But for you, it's the message is for you, because it's getting to you as well. This people getting into your head about, you know, you being the provider right now, the breadwinner, but that's going to change for you. Don't, whatever private embarrassment that you feel about this love that you have with this person, even though it doesn't look like, it don't look like all that from the outside. You have friendship and you have love. You have love, like the love, the friendship, the love, you know, this like the type of shit that will outlast anything, right? It's just the financial situation is a little upside down right now. It's not going to be like that forever. So I think it's more telling you to maybe, if this person is struggling, try to be there for them a little bit. Just stick it through for a little bit longer. I know it's tough. I know it's tough being the sole breadwinner, but there is a point where that shifts, and this person may also be like, they may even be in the position to be giving you like allowances at some point. You know what I mean? Just here you go. Here's your shopping money. Here's your whatever the fuck. Here's your money. Here's this. Here's that. Just whatever you want. I love you. You know, you guys are gonna have money to share, to spend between the two of you, to share. It's gonna be better. And in that, you guys will reconnect. So I guess you just were wondering if your relationship was going to survive this, or if it was worth sticking it out, and it is. I split the deck and I got strength. Strength in the Five of Wands, which to me is just confirmation that you guys are going to be able to stick it out. You'll make it through this. You'll make it through anything. But especially that it's going to be worthwhile to stick it out. It's going to be worth it. Anything else I can get for pile 3 before we sign off here? Oof. Look at that. 9 of Swords in the Chariot with the World on the bottom. This is a cycle in your guys' life. This is a chapter in your lives, okay? It is not a forever thing. This anxiety, this fear, this stress, this worry that you're feeling, you will be moving on from it at some point. And you will be moving far from it. Like this phase of your lives where you're financially insecure and you're worried and you're this and you're that, that's going to be in the past. Yeah. I really feel like you guys are moving on from all this disappointment, and you're moving on to a place where, you know, you can feel confident and abundant, and like you made the right decisions, and like you made the right choice, and you're with the right person, and everything is making sense. But I just feel like it feels unbalanced for you guys right now, but it is going to balance, and you're going to move forward together, stronger, more financially abundant, and whoever it is that's in your ear or whatever doubt it is that you have is going to be completely eradicated. Yeah, look at this. Six of Pentacles. Again, this balance that you're missing here coming into play. The Tower, this big event, whatever it is. And then the Seven of Wands that we had earlier, where we were talking about him being able to protect you and provide for you and be this person that he wants to be for you and that you want him to be for you, right? All of that is going to happen. It's going to happen. Take it as it resonates. But if this is resonating with you really, really strongly, there is a good chance that this is just a phase of your guys' lives, a chapter of your guys' lives where things are going to get much better. And I guess whatever hardship you guys are going through right now is just temporary. And also, I guess you just also needed the reminder that the love between you guys is very strong. Very strong. And mutual. Very strong and very mutual. That's kind of, I think, what wanted to come out here. So, yeah. Let's see if anything else comes out for you guys. There's Seven of Pentacles. This Miss Moneybags. Look at Miss Moneybags. Don't worry about your financial situation. Look at this guy drawing pentacles for you. I don't know if you guys want him to be like provide for you, but he's gonna be. He will be fucking making you money. I don't know. But I don't know. So that's kind of what I got for you, Pile 3. Don't worry about your situation. Don't worry about your man. Don't worry about your financial nothing. Okay? Don't stress about any of that. Because it's a phase. And as long as you see that fire in him, and you see that willpower in him, and you keep talking him up, and you keep reminding him that he's the shit, and that you love him, and you believe in him, and that you know that this is just a temporary phase in your guys' lives, you're putting out good shit into the universe. You're putting patience into the universe. You're putting trust into the universe, and you're putting it into your relationship. And sometimes all anybody really needs to shift their energy, especially if it's him that's got crazy energy right now, sometimes all anybody ever really needs is to hear that the person that they feel like they're letting down the most still believes in them, still knows that they're going to make it, still has total and complete faith in them. So that's what I got for you guys, Pile 3. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear about it in the comments if you'd like to tell me about it. But otherwise, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.